everyone, and welcome back to Slow and Clear English Podcast,
where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am wonderful today. Very, very happy. And you, Jake?
I'm excited, Judy. Something amazing happened to me this week.
Oh, tell me.
I was watching an English TV show, a real show, not a lesson, no subtitles, and I understood a lot.
That is wonderful. How much did you understand?
Not everything, but maybe 70%. 6 months ago, maybe 30%. But this week, 70.
Jake, that is amazing progress. How does that make you feel?
Very proud and very surprised because I did not study grammar this week. I did not memorize new words. I just listened a lot.
You just listened.
Yes, I listened to podcasts. I listened to songs. I listened to English videos every day, just English into my ears.
And look what happened. Your understanding grew without textbooks, without tests.
Just by listening. That is the part that surprises me.
And that is exactly our topic today.
The power of listening?
Yes. Today we are talking about the power of listening more and why listening is the most important thing you can do for your English.
I believe it now. I am living proof. But first, we have a small request.
Yes. If you like our podcast, please click the like button and share this episode with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners. Okay, now let's start. Jake, many English learners ask me this question. Judy, how can I speak better?
That is a very common question.
Yes, and I always give the same answer.
What do you say?
I say, listen more.
Listen more? Not speak more?
No, listen more. Here's the truth. You cannot speak well if you do not listen well first.
But many people think speaking is the most important thing.
I know. Many people focus on speaking. They want to talk, but they forget something very important.
What do they forget?
Before you can speak, your brain needs to hear the language a lot. Your brain needs input.
Input. What is input?
Input is what goes into your brain. Listening is input, reading is input, and output is what comes out. Speaking is output.
So input first, output later.
Exactly. Fill your brain first, then the words will come out. And today, I want to share a very important idea with you.
I am ready.
Your ears are your best teacher.
That is a very powerful idea.
Say it again.
Your ears are your best teacher.
Yes. Remember this today. Not a book, not a test, your ears. Let me explain with 3 stories from life.
Okay, I love stories.
Story 1. Think about a baby.
A baby.
Yes, a small baby. How does a baby learn to speak?
A baby listens.
Yes, a baby listens. For 1 year, maybe 2 years. Every day the baby hears words. Mama, papa, water, milk, more, no, yes.
Thousands of words just going into the baby's ears.
Yes, and the baby does not study grammar.
No grammar books for babies.
No vocabulary lists, no tests, no homework, just ears, just listening, day after day after day.
And then one day,
the baby says a word, mama, or papa, or more. The first word comes out.
after so much listening, 1 year of listening, then one word.
Yes, and then more words come and more, because the brain was full of input, full of sounds, full of language.
Like a glass of water, you fill it, and then it overflows.
Beautiful, Jake. You fill the glass with the listening, then the words overflow into speaking.
So English learners are like babies.
In a way, yes. Your brain needs to hear English many, many times. Then your brain can produce English. Listening fills your brain. Speaking comes after.
Fill first, then speak.
Yes, listening comes first, always. Story 2. Think about learning to swim.
Swimming. I love the water, but I learned slowly.
That's okay. Think about your first swimming lesson. What happened?
The coach showed me, move your arms like this, kick your legs, breathe here.
Yes, and you listened. You watched, you observed.
I did not jump into the deep water on day 1.
No, that would be very dangerous. First, you listened to the coach. You watched other people swim. You learned with your eyes and ears.
And then I tried, in the shallow water, slowly.
Step by step. Listen first, then try. Every sport is like this. Every skill is like this.
First observe, then do.
Yes, you cannot play the guitar before you hear music. You cannot paint before you see paintings. You cannot swim before you watch and listen.
And you cannot speak English before you listen to English.
Exactly. English is a skill, like swimming, like music. You listen first, you fill your brain, and then when you are ready, you start to speak. Naturally, not forced.
Listening first, even at the swimming pool.
Story 3. Think about cooking.
Oh, now I am very interested.
Imagine you want to cook a new dish, something you never made before. What do you do first?
I watch a cooking video on my phone.
And what do you do while watching the video?
I listen. The chef says, first chop the onion, then add the oil. Wait until it is hot.
You listen carefully. You watch the hands. You don't cook yet. You listen first.
Yes, I need to understand the steps before I try.
And what happens if you try to cook without listening to the video first?
Disaster. Burnt food, wrong ingredients, a big mess in the kitchen.
Yes, but if you listen first?
I know what to do. The instructions are in my brain because I listened.
Exactly. Listening gave you the knowledge. Then your hands did the work. Your ears prepared your brain. Your brain guided your hands.
Ears first, then action.
3 stories. Baby, swimming, cooking. All the same message.
Listen first. Your ears are your best teacher.
Yes, always. Now I want to share 3 secrets. 3 secrets about listening.
Secrets. I love secrets.
Secret number 1. Listen every day.
Every day? How much?
Even 10 minutes is enough. 10 minutes of English in your ears every single day.
10 minutes? That is not a lot.
No, but it is very powerful. Think about it. 10 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow. After 1 week, 70 minutes.
70 minutes?
After 1 month, about 5 hours. After 1 year, 60 hours of English listening, all from just 10 minutes a day.
60 hours? That is a lot of English.
A lot. And the key is every day, not 2 hours on Saturday and 0 on Monday. A little bit every day is much, much better.
Every day. Consistent.
Yes, consistent. And you can listen anywhere. On the bus, while cooking dinner, while cleaning your room, while walking in the park, before bed.
My ears are always open. They never close.
Exactly. Your ears never take a day off. They are always ready. Use them.
Even when I am tired, my ears are still working.
Yes, you can lie on the sofa with your eyes closed and your ears are still learning.
My sofa loves this idea. Rest and learn at the same time.
Secret 1. Listen every day. Even 10 minutes. Your ears are always ready. Good. Secret number 2. Let it flow.
Let it flow. What does that mean?
It means don't try to understand every single word. Just let the English flow into your ears, like water in a river.
But Judy, I want to understand everything.
I know, everyone does. But when you try to catch every word, something bad happens.
What happens?
You hear one word you don't understand, and your brain shouts, "Stop! What was that? I need to know this word."
Yes, my brain does that all the time.
And while your brain is shouting, you miss the next 5 sentences.
That is exactly what happens to me. I hear a strange word, I stop, I try to translate it, and then I'm completely lost.
So, secret 2 is let it flow. Don't stop at every word. Keep listening, catch what you can, and let the rest go.
Let the rest go. That is very hard, Judy.
I know it is hard, but here's something beautiful. Your brain is very smart. Even the words you don't understand, your brain is still processing them, quietly, in the background.
Really? My brain is learning even when I don't understand?
Yes, your brain hears the sounds, the rhythm, the melody of English, and slowly, over time, things start to make sense.
Like rain on a garden.
Tell me more.
Not every drop of rain goes to one flower. The rain falls everywhere, but the whole garden grows.
Jake, that is beautiful.
Listening is like rain. It falls on your brain. You don't choose which words to learn. The rain falls, and your whole brain grows.
I love that picture. Yes, let the rain fall. Let the English flow. Your brain will grow. You don't need to control every drop.
Secret 2. Let it flow. Don't stop. Keep listening. Trust my brain.
Wonderful. Secret number 3, the last one, and maybe the most important.
Tell me.
Secret 3 is trust the process.
Trust the process. What does that mean?
It means believe that listening is working even when you don't feel it.
Even when I feel no progress?
Yes, some days you listen for 20 minutes and you think, I didn't learn anything today. Nothing feels different.
Yes, I know this feeling very well. I listen and listen, but everything still sounds fast and confusing.
I understand, but here's the truth. Your brain is working even when you feel nothing. It is working quietly, under the surface.
Under the surface? Like what?
Like a seed in the ground. You plant a seed, you water it every day, and for many days, nothing happens. Just dirt. No green leaf, no flower.
And you think, is it working? Is the seed alive?
Yes, you doubt it. You want to dig up the seed and check. But under the ground, something is happening. Roots are forming. The plant is getting ready.
Getting ready to grow.
Yes, and one day a small green leaf appears, just one tiny leaf, and you say, oh, it was growing all this time.
But it was always growing. I just could not see it.
Exactly. Your English is the same. Every minute of listening is a drop of water for your seed. You cannot see the growth every day, but it is happening.
That is very comforting, Judy.
Be patient. Trust the process. One day you will hear a sentence and understand it perfectly. A sentence you never studied. And you will think, where did I learn that?
From my ears, from all that listening.
Yes, from the rain, from the water, from every minute your ears were open.
Secret 3. Trust the process. Be patient. The seed is growing.
Even when you cannot see it. Now, I want to speak to our listeners directly.
Yes, go ahead, Judy. I want to hear this too.
If you are listening to this right now, I want you to know something. You are already doing it. Right now, at this moment, you are listening to English.
That is true. Right now.
You chose to press play today. You chose to listen, and your brain is learning right now. Even if you don't understand every word we say, your brain is working.
Your seed is getting water right now.
Yes, and I want you to know you're doing a great job. Learning a new language is not easy. Some days are hard. Some days you feel stuck. Some days you want to give up.
But you are here. You are listening.
And that is enough. That is more than enough. Your ears are your best teacher, and your ears brought you here today.
We are very proud of you. Really.
Keep listening. Keep going. Every day a little more English in your ears. And one day you will surprise yourself, just like Jake surprised himself this week.
It will happen. Trust the process.
You can do this. We believe in you. Okay, let's review.
Yes, let's review.
Today we talked about the power of listening more.
Yes, why listening is so important for English.
We shared 3 stories.
Story 1. A baby listens for 1 or 2 years before speaking. Input first.
Story 2. You listen and watch before you swim. Observe first.
Story 3. You listen to the cooking video before you cook. Ears first.
And we shared 3 secrets.
Secret 1, listen every day, even 10 minutes.
Secret 2, let it flow. Don't stop at every word.
Secret 3, trust the process. Be patient. The seed is growing.
And the big idea today, say it for everyone.
Your ears are your best teacher.
Perfect. Remember this, always. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone. This was a very special episode. And give this episode a like.
Share it with a friend.
We have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, what will you listen to in English this week? A podcast, a song, a TV show, or a movie?
Set a small goal for this week. We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.